Hello and welcome to this exciting episode where we use glass fibre to create some bumpers, strengthen the air dam plug and start work on the bonnet. Sorry for the delay in getting this episode to you, but I had to dig 600 metres of bike track and repair a minor mechanical malady on my truck. Anyway, back to the plot. In the last episode I had this flexi-foam air dam that I wanted to strengthen with glass. I thought I'd start with a smaller piece to practice on. Today I'm going to put some fiberglass around this because it's not very strong. I'm going to do the same to the main mould, but having never done fiberglass before, I thought I'd start with something simple in case I fuck it up, and then I can always redo it. We're going to put that on there, put the glass over it, and let it go off overnight. It's not warm, and apparently I should wait till it's, I don't know, warm, but, well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, ready to resin. Because it's cold, I've put that into a bowl of water, just get it a little bit fluid. I've got the choice of slow hardener or fast hardener. Because I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to use the slow. And I've got a little roller and a flexi roller because it's a funny shape. Let's give it a go. We start off with weighing and mixing the resin. Lots of weighing, lots of mixing. We only do a little bit because I've got no idea how much I'm going to use. Then paint it onto the plug, slap it all over. This will allow the cloth to actually stick to the plug properly. Then more resin over the cloth to make sure it's properly wetted out. Then another layer of cloth to make it slightly too strong. But hey, we can live with that. So we're back today and yeah, it's nice and stiff. Looks like a air bubble there. Sure, that's a problem with it. For some things, it's not ready for this. That's more of a problem. We've got a ripple. I understand that. Yeah, that's not good. It's not too bad. It'll sand off. There's a slight delay while I insulated the garage with foil bubble wrap, and then I glassed over the front air dam. Much the same as a bumper, just bigger, more awkward, and more time-consuming. But I'm happy I no longer have a flexi air dam, I have a stiff air dam. The quick trial fit looks okay for the air dam. There's obviously problems around the bonnet, big gaps there. More worryingly, the bonnet doesn't curve like it should. It's too flat. There's gaps around this side as well. And like with that curve front to back, there should be a centre line down the bonnet with sloping off to the edges. That needs rectifying before we go too much further. Before I can do too much restyling on the bonnet, I need to stiffen it up. That is not the optimum level of stiffness. You can see that the foam isn't really stuck to the metal bonnet, and that will need to be rectified. So back to the garage to glass that a lot together. With the bonnet on a flat table in the garage, I need to chock it up to keep the shape, and then weight it down to stop the cracks appearing. The process for glassing under the bonnet is pretty much as you'd expect. Get the cloth, cut it to size, realise you've run out of it, but we'll make do with what we've got. Then start mixing up the resin. We're going to need quite a lot for this. Then realise you've mixed up so much you can't actually fit your spoon in the pot. So get another pot, mix that together. This is actually quite good practice because you should swap between the pots and that way it gets properly mixed up and there's none stuck to the edges. Splash it all over the foam. Make sure you cover the frame as well. This is what the glass is going to stick to. Then you put the glass on top of that. You wet through the glass and put the second sheet down. Find a spare scrap, glass that in, and then leave it to go off overnight. Yeah, that took a bit longer than the audio because it's all speeded up, of course. It's the morning, so has the resin hardened? Yep, it has. With the resin all hardened, I can now start taking away the chocks and the braces and the weight and see if the bonnet is actually stiff enough to start shaping. And so that brings us to the end of this exciting episode. So while I work out how to shape this bonnet for the next episode, please like, subscribe and all that crap. Cheers guys!